Coach, these fans have waited for this moment for decades, but playoff football has come to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Today we continue on at Wildcard Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Cleveland Browns. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he connects with Ertz. He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 29. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Johnson the intended target, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Ready? 60 or 22, 22, twice on 22. Stay here.
On 3rd down, Smith. bulldozes past him. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That good for 19 and a first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Looking for his tight end Gates, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes flush to his right. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, 87 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Short boot, take it at the 21. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Manning. Complete. Smith has it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A first down carry for Smith. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Antonio Gates that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. 6-0 our score after one. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Gates with a grab. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the counter, it's Smith. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Here we go. Let's go, let's go. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here I come.
Throwing on 2nd down. Manning. It's complete to Cruz. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run with Smith. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a play fake. Manning. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. They'll run it now with Smith. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they give up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes forced out to his left. The ball comes out, and this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Break. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On first down, Smith. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Terrell Basham gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
We said it before the game, but I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. And that's complete to Gates. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. They'll run with Smith. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Browns defense stands tall. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think
Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Yellow. I got 180. 59. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd and short. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will make make our score 9-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
I'm scared. Hey, Haywood. Max 50. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike, get it.
To throw is Manning. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back in pass rush. They've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's got Cruz complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Manning. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. As his guys are in for 6, as they are now on the board here in the first half. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC Wildcard game. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Smith. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Come on, baby. Hey, Delta. Go.
Now Manning. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now it's Smith. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm here all day. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Watch the run. There.
On play action, it's Manning. And he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now Manning. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Mahomes now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Here comes Grant on the return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Play action. Manning. Complete. It's Johnson. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
On third down, it's Smith. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Manning. That's complete to Smith. And he's taken down inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Working from the gun, Manning. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts have taken the lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing now is Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. Forced out to his left. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Okay, it's time for me to break out my thesaurus for that one. And I don't have anything. That was amazing. One-handed in this weather. I mean, you know the ball's got to be slick. But to be able to catch it and come down with it. What do they call that? The process of the catch? He completed it all the way through.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And again, it's Mahomes. Ertz has it left side.
Complete to Zach Ertz. A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Yellow. Here we go.
On first down, Mahomes flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Go.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
59. Mike to 59. Silver.
On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Steps away to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Dancing to his left. That's to his running back, complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
David Onyemata there on the tackle. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Hey, team six. Team six.
Throwing is Manning on third down. He finds his man Johnson. And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon, standing just about on his own goal line. Taken at about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Mahomes now on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Forced out to it. And he's going to go down again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Mahomes firing complete, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Now Mahomes, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Jones has it. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Mahomes rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Mahomes now to throw. Buying time to his left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you got a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now Manning. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Manning to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. This to advance to the divisional round. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them 1 step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cleveland.